when you was around, was there any issues between DMX and Jay? Because I know DMX, he made some comments about Jay where he felt like, he wasn't promoting him when he was at Def Jam. So
I was already checked out by then. I don't think DMX ever respected Jay. They used to battle. I remember, man, we was battling before we made money. So we was battling in the pool hall. We was battling, show for show on the Hard Knock Life. It's always a good competitive thing. It's respectful. But I never, I've had a long conversation with DMX only because it would be like, pause. He had these, he just had these moments in the dressing room, or when he was shooting, while I was shooting Paid in Full, he was shooting a movie in Canada. And I remember, we hung out and talked for a long time, very deep. But I don't think he respected Jay. That's what I don't think. Like the Ruff Ryders and us, we had a lot of respect for each other. We have a lot of respect. I consider DNY almost like blood brothers at this point. Even though, again, I ain't got to never see him or whatever. But it was they understand that mentality of thorough niggas don't fight thorough niggas. Thorough niggas stick together. We don't, So if Jay's or Beanie's beefing with Jay the Kiss, we would go be like, let's dead all that. We don't do war amongst friends. So I really look at them as brothers. You know what I mean? So they respect Jay. But I don't think the people that were on that label, I don't think none of them respect Jay. I don't think none of them were. It was two kind of hustlers. They were different. Hey, Nick, you tell them to give me another drink? Another beer? I don't think they respect. I mean, you could.
Think Dame is ever sober?
No, probably not. Well, he's doing these interviews. If he's doing these interviews, should he be doing them sober or should he be a little tipsy?
I don't know. However he functioned best. He ain't saying nothing crazy though.
No.
To look at the interviews, like we didn't believe in DMX in that way. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought DMX could rap. It just wasn't me. You know what I mean? I didn't know he was gonna blow up like that. I didn't want to hear all that murder kill shit. That's not what I'm on. I'm not a stick up kid, so it wasn't a language I spoke. I wasn't on the drugs and all that shit. I didn't ride motorcycles and fight dogs, but he's a thorough cat. But we didn't speak the same language at the time, so I definitely didn't think that DMX was gonna do what he did. And a lot of what Irv did was amazing. I just was mad that Irv didn't own the label, that he was A&R. He A&R. That should have been his label. He brought him. He loved DMX. He really did. But definitely knowing Irv, and he would probably always want to keep them competitive anyway. So it was always competitive. And DMX's show was way more impactful in person than Jay. So we would go he didn't have nobody on the stage with him. He just went out there and his personality killed everybody. There was no distraction.
Yeah, DMX is definitely a beast.
Yeah.
He's definitely a beast. There's few people. Only person I think probably crazier on stage than X is probably Busta Rhymes.
All facts.
With energy.
And I never got an opportunity to see X. The time that we did book the show to go see DMX, he didn't show. And I heard that he was allowed in no shows at a lot of those joints. But what they said was, if you want your money back, we'll give you your money back, because he was headlining the show. People was coming to see X. Right. He just saying he probably was off somewhere getting high.
Man, he was getting high.
Yeah.
He said, I got a show.
Right.
Focus would be on him, his soul. And it just felt like he went through a lot of trauma, and the music was his love language. It was his therapy. And I know how that is, because my rock band is my therapy.
Oh my God. Ooh. If he'll knock it off with this rock band.
Leave him alone, son. He got his own music, man.
Let's hear some of Dame Dash music. Named Billy Pablo and the Guns. And the crazy thing is the dude that's sitting right there is not even watching him. Look at him. It's like that autistic kind of it's the tism rock. They just don't look directly at the show.
And the lights freak them out.
So they gotta do it in the dark.
Stop, man.
Stop hating on him, son.
I'm not hating on him. I've seen enough.
There's one guy, man. I forgot his name, but he was in a video that she was in. That's the reason why I'm asking you about it. I forgot his name, but he was in that video, Friend or Foe. And I heard that he had AIDS and he held some white people hostage at a bar.
Wait a minute.
What is this? This took a very dark turn.
We leave for 1 second to check out Billy Blanco and the Pistols, and whatever their names is, and we come back as an AIDS kidnapping. He said he kidnapped him with the AIDS. I got AIDS, bitch. He was like,
you got a glass of blood. I swear to God, I'll spike. We don't know what happened, man. Let it spin, man.
A glass of blood, like a tumbler.
Got a spray. Got a teacup.
Asking you about it. I forgot his name, but he was in that video, Friend or Foe. And I heard that he had AIDS and he held some white people hostage at a bar. You heard about that?
Oh, you talking about the barber?
That was your barber?
Yeah. He was the barber. Yeah, he was Jay's barber. Jacko. I forgot his name. What barber?
What was the deal with him, yo?
Shout out to Art from Art of Dialogue. He know how to ask the questions.
Right. Like, what's up with him, man? how y'all affiliated? They said the barber. I forgot. Oh, yeah. Seen a nigga in your car when you pulled up. We just joking.
Yeah, right. But very, very, very economical with the words. What's up with him?
What barber?
What was the deal with him, yo?
He was the barber. He was crazy, but he was the barber.
Did he have AIDS then?
That's all. He was a Brooklyn barber. But what I know, I read shit in the paper, but that was like, again, I was already checked out when all that happened. But he was like Jay's barber. I felt like he went on tour with us for the Hard Knock Life tour, possibly. You know, he was a character for sure. I forgot his name. It might have been Draco, some shit. Yeah, now that shit was crazy. Had AIDS and all that. I was like, and he ran and did all this shit. It'd be funny, like sometimes I'll read the paper if someone have done something crazy, and it'll be someone that wasn't crazy and I knew them. And all of a sudden they lost their mind. Or you just don't know what they were going through. I wasn't surprised that he did some shit like that. That was like, he was kind of like a peculiar character like that. Like if anybody would do some shit like that, it would probably be him in that environment of people we knew.
So he must have known well enough to know.
Right, because it started off, I don't know, he's barber.
Yeah, he got his name. Now all of a sudden, if it was anybody would do it, it'd be him. Nigga first
wasn't like, oh, he's such a good dude and he would never do that. Nah, I can see him spazzing out based on his perspective on things. You know, he's a Brooklyn.
Same Dash Rock, man, to the Brooklyn barber that help people up with AIDS. We don't.
right. That just
we don't.
It just went off.
Yeah, just right.